What's going on, folks? It's MrBucketlist here, and today I present everything food on Norwegian Star. So starting off first will be a full walking tour of the buffet for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now it's not that large, so there's not that many items, so that shouldn't take that long. And then after that, I'll be doing a full showcase of all the different meals inside the main dining room. And then lastly, I'll be doing a full showcase of the different specialty restaurants on board, including the Brazilian steakhouse. So there will be timestamps in the description. Let's get to it. So usually when I do these reviews, the first thing I usually start off with is the main dining room, but I want to do the buffet this time around because it was so small, and that's a good and a bad thing. As far as the food quality here, it was actually really good, and we're about to come up to probably the best brisket right there. The best brisket I've ever had, period. On a cruise ship, on land, it doesn't matter. It was so good, and it was found in this buffet. But outside of that, like I said, it was just standard items, and the food quality was good. The presentation was good. It was clean. Yes, it was a lot of people in there because it was so small, but again, it was small, but it was organized, which I enjoyed. And another thing I liked as well is they constantly change the items from day to day, outside of the typical hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, pizza. That was there every day. But outside of that, like the main portion, so when you first get to the buffet, it's like salads, soups, and then they have like the main entrees. That changed every day. They had the brisket, they had tacos, they had Indian food, Italian food. They had a lot of different options. And so this portion right here as well also changed. So they would have pasta, they have stir fry, they would have the cake. Oh, the cakes and desserts on this cruise ship was really good. So just kind of be aware of that. One thing I do want to mention is a lot of people always complain about how fast I go to the buffet. Oh, that's the brisket I was talking about. Look how tender that brisket looks. I had to get it literally about 3 or 4 times. It was so good. But I just want to mention that a lot of people complain that I go too fast on the buffets. Again, I don't know how to say this without sounding crazy, but this is a buffet on a cruise ship. People will run over you. You will die. You will die if you try to stand there and you take photos and stuff like that. They will run over you. You'll get trampled to death, and they'll probably cook you and eat you as well. This is a cruise ship. They don't shut it down for me to record my videos, and I'm not some clout vlogger that has all this huge following where I can get VIP access to a buffet. I have to do this while I'm trying to eat, so just be aware of that. But just a heads up, again, like I said, this buffet is smaller, but as far as the food quality, at least in my opinion, it wasn't too bad. So this is the breakfast in the buffet. As you all can see, they pretty much have the standard stuff. Now, just a tip, if you do get breakfast in the main dining room, or if you go to O'Sheehan's, the 24-hour restaurant, they're going to have the same exact items that are in this buffet. The only difference is it's made to order right then and there versus the buffet. It's been sitting out for maybe a few minutes or something like that. But of course, in the buffet, they have a lot more options. It's a lot easier to get to it. I do recommend this buffet. To be honest with you, on this particular cruise, I pretty much stayed in the buffet. I did go to the main dining room to get some, of course, pictures and videos for this video. But the buffet was my go-to spot because they always had what I wanted. So again, like I said, breakfast foods. This buffet does have multiple sides. So like most buffets, they do have multiple sides, depending on the crowd levels and stuff like that. And this is just some of my food. Again, that dessert, oh, it was so good on this cruise ship. So good. So let's move on to the main dining room. So as you all can see, breakfast food right here. This is from loaded hash browns, omelet, things like that. And you can get an omelet in the buffet. I didn't show it, but you can get an omelet. They have an omelet station. And then right here, again, just more breakfast stuff. Now, again, a lot of people, well, when you say a lot, a few people here and there complain about me spinning the plates. If you don't like the plate spinning, then you might want to go watch somebody else. That is my thing, and the reason why I do that is I have had meals where, for example, I'll have like shrimp or something, or just something small where it's only on one side of the plate, and unless I actually rotate the plate, you can't see it all. And so, I mean, commercials do it all the time. I don't know why it's such an issue when I do it, but if the plate spinning bothers you, then go watch somebody else. That's simple. And leave a dislike on your way out, because I know you're going to do it anyway. Right here is the Philly cheesesteak. Again, this was actually really, really good, and this is all in the main dining room. So none of this stuff I'm showing right now costs additional. You just have to find it at the right time. Now, the good thing about the main dining room is even when it comes to lunch, breakfast, and dinner, if you want to see what they actually have to offer before you get there, they do have the menu on the outside of the actual main dining room itself. And then sometimes you can actually go into the app on your phone, or maybe an app on the TV screens when you're walking by, and they'll show exactly what's to offer, what's going to be on the menu for that day. So you have a lot of different options. You should never be surprised about what you're going to be eating in the main dining room before you go because of those different options. So as you all can see, the food quality is good. Now, I will say this. I have been doing NCL pretty much for a long time. And my first cruise was on NCL Sky, which is a very similar size shipped to this. That was back in 2014. The food quality has dipped since then, obviously. I mean, especially after the pandemic, stuff like that. But it's still, in my opinion, it's still actually really good. The presentation is really good. I would say as far as the food quality, when it comes to the big four now, so you have MSC, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian Cruise Line, and Carnival, and then of course Virgin, with Virgin's kind of a little bit different. I would say NCL ranks about maybe number 3, maybe number 2, depending on just depending on which cruise ship it is. Now, right here is one of my favorite places on this cruise ship. This is going to be O'Sheehan's, the 24-hour basically bar and restaurant. And so as you all can see right now, I'm showing breakfast, but they offer breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then they also have like late night snacks, which is like wings, basically the same stuff they have for dinner. I really enjoyed it on this cruise ship because this is one of the O'Sheehan's where it's right in the middle of the atrium, so you can literally eat food while you can watch a show down below. You can listen to music. The service was pretty quick. It was actually probably the quickest service I've had on any O'Sheehan's, on any NCL cruise ship I've been on. I literally would order my food, and then maybe about 5 minutes later, not only would I already have my drink back, but then I also get my food as well. And it was always hot. It was always good temperatures and stuff like that. Now, it is the same over and over again. So if you're like myself and you've been on multiple NCL cruise ships, this is going to be the same thing you've always had. So whether that's a good thing or bad thing, it's up to you. But I did like the speed, the service, the convenience. Now, one pro tip is, as far as the last day of the cruise, so when you're getting off the cruise ship, I thought it would be open, but it was not. Only the buffet is open. So if you want to get one last meal in O'Sheehan's, you have to do it before. It's the same day to get on, to disembark, so basically the night before. And then as you all can see, they do have a variety of different items. So a Cobb salad, I just showed the plantains earlier. This is the fish and chips right here. They have a good variety. That burger, whew, look at all that bacon on there. And the hot dog, I mean, they literally, if you're someone that likes pub food or just likes to be in a bar environment, that is the spot for you. And then, for example, like I said, they have specials during dinner, which again, it's all included. So this is one of the steaks that they had right here. Again, I got that fish and chips because it was so good. And then wings. And so a lot of cruise ships now, wings comes at a premium. So on MSC, on Royal Caribbean, on Celebrity Cruises, they all come at a premium. But in Norwegian Cruise Line, as of right now, wings are still included at this bar free of charge. And I mean, I load it up. Every time I go there, including when I first go on the cruise ship, I always go and get their chili wings and then their buffalo wings every single time. Teppanyaki. So again, this is on pretty much every NCL cruise ship and every cruise ship in general, in my opinion. I've never seen a cruise ship without it. This experience was really good. So it's just a standard, hey, you go here and they put on a little show for you and then they divide the food up and things like that. You let them know if you want the shrimp, you want the steak, if you want a mixture of both. What I'm showing right now is the specialty dining. So this is either going to be an upcharge, or if you have the more at sea or free at sea package, that's going to be included with that. I did do I believe it was the more at sea package for this particular cruise, and so it was actually a shorter cruise. So I only had one specialty dining, and I used that for the Brazilian steakhouse I'll show in a little bit. But I did go ahead and try out all the different specialty dinings on board, so you all be familiar with it. Again, if you've ever been to a Japanese steakhouse, it's going to be exactly the same as it is on land, as it is on the cruise ship. So there's not really much I can say about it from there. The food quality was good. The show was good. And then a pro tip, if you want additional food from this particular experience, just let the guy know and what he's been, if he has any leftovers, like for leftover shrimps or pieces of steak or rice or something like that, they'll throw some at you. And then they also have some special drinks that go with this restaurant as well, as you all can see. And then that was a little rice cake that he made of me for whatever reason. And they do have, I call it the white sauce, but they do have I believe it's called the spicy mayonnaise, or whatever you want to call it, at this particular restaurant. So Cagney Steakhouse, this is basically the premier restaurant that's on board on any NCL cruise ship. I think they all have them, if I'm not mistaken. And so it was actually really good. Right here, as you all can see, they have the premium size they bring out to each and every table. I ended up getting a huge porterhouse steak. This was amazing. As you all can see, this thing was thick. Oh, super thick. It came with the butter, garlic butter sauce as well. It was really, really good. The environment here is nice and low key. The stacked cake, oh my god, it was so amazing. Plus the ice cream, it was really good. And this is also included with the more at sea or the free at sea package. So if you get one of those, like I said, it does include specialty dining, and all these different specialty dinings that I'm showing in this video will be included as a choice. Now, one thing I do want to note is the specialty dining does get booked pretty fast, and so if you wait to book your cruise last minute or something like that, you may have an issue getting in there. And so what I recommend is, if, for example, if a restaurant that you really want to do gets booked up really fast, as soon as you get on the cruise ship, just go to that particular restaurant, let them know that, hey, you want to book it, and they should be able to get you in. This is the Italian restaurant that's on board. This one was really good as well. As you all can see, different things. I ended up getting a pizza, but they have a lot of different stuff there. Now, this is the big one, the Brazilian Steakhouse. I'm a huge fan of these things. These are my favorite type of restaurants in general. And so the first time I went to a Brazilian Steakhouse was on the Pride of America by a Norwegian Cruise Line. So I was very excited for this one. This is my second time going. That was the menu I just showed right here if you wanted to just go back and take a pause. I was not too impressed with this one. The food quality just was kind of off. Now, that doesn't include this right here. So this is the sides table. They have a lot of sides here. So they have the sides table here. You just grab a plate and you pretty much just pick up what you want to get, stuff like that. So this is almost like your appetizer. And then they also have the premium sides that I'll show in a bit that they bring out. These are okay. Now, unfortunately, I'll kind of show later what happened, but these are pretty good. They have sushi and stuff like that. Okay, for those who don't know, so you have this little card. Red means no, green means go. So essentially, they walk through the tables with their little stools or stuff or whatever. And if you have this flipped over green, they'll come and approach you and ask you if you want a piece. If it's red, then they'll keep on walking by. But my person just said, you know what, you got to try this pineapple. So I am. Okay, so this is what happened with my side. So I was trying to get some soy sauce for my sushi, and the cap fell off, and so that's why there's a lot of it on there. But this is starting off with the actual meats. And so the first thing they brought out was chicken. I was not a fan of that bacon wrapped chicken. It tastes nasty. The other one with the drumstick was okay. This right here, this was really good. It was nice and thick. My two favorites in general, and I'll kind of show when I get to that part, is going to be the lamb that they had, and then this right here. This was actually really good as well. That lamb though, oh my god, I heard somebody beside me talking about it. Make sure you get the lamb when you come here.
Thanks for eating. Yoka, mushroom, today mushroom, rice, mashed potato, black beans. Wow. Green powder case as well, please.
Cool.
And salsa and chimichurri.
Got it.
Thank you so much, enjoy.
Thank you. All right, so that is the sides. There we go. And then this pork right here. Oh my god, this pork was really, really good. That's why I ended up getting 2 pieces. It was so good. So this is kind of, as far as a wrap up, I would say out of all the items I had, maybe about 3 or 4 I really liked. The rest of them I didn't like, and that comes with the meats. The sides were good. The initial appetizer table was good. Whew, this was really good right here. And again, I wish I could label them right here, but I just don't remember. I had to get my Fanta orange, for example. And then they had this pineapple right here. So another side, a premium side, and then your dessert table, which they're going to bring out as well. And there it is. And this is all included. This has an upcharge of $50, or that's included in the dining package as well. So I do, like I said, I do recommend if you've never been, but just understand the quality is not really there like it's been on the other cruise ship that I tried. And then this is the room service breakfast. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like I said, this is more of an overview of the food itself, not necessarily a review itself of the food quality and food quality, stuff like that. That's subjective. But I hope this helps for you all to kind of understand what's on this cruise ship. I'm Mr. Bucket List, and I'll see you soon.